Thanks for joining us for another edition of the Creek Catch Up, talking all things Albion Park harness racing. I know I say it week after week, but there is plenty happening. Let's start with the biggest name in the sport here in the state right now. That is Leap to Fame. Not only is he the best horse in Queensland, he's the best horse in the country. There's no doubt about that. And he stretched his legs for the first time. A couple of false starts last week, of course, with 10 races last Tuesday. Preference was given to the 2-year-olds with the APG Series forthcoming. So he had to sit out last week. They said, we'll trial him on Friday. Extreme weather conditions. They said, we're not going to chance that. So he finally stepped out on Tuesday and he delivered. He sat back. It was a field of 4. But Deus Ex, who was a great free-for-aller and a great leader, front-running type, set up a very steady early speed. 59.2, I think, the first half. He was sitting third in the field of 4. He was the first to come to the outside, going down the back straight. Leap to Fame. But it was the way he just went about his business over the final 2 furlongs. In particular, that final furlong, awesome. 27.7 down the back straight last quarter, 26.6, and he was able to pin down Deus Ex there right on the line. It was really impressive work, not only from Leap to Fame, but Deus Ex also. He was really solid running second, but it just underlines the class of Leap to Fame to run down a horse like Deus Ex in those sort of splits. And he recorded a winning time of 153.2. So he is back, Leap to Fame. I know there's been plenty of talk about with Catch a Wave, Captain Ravish, and great horses, absolutely great horses. But this is the number 1 4-year-old in the country. He was crowned the leading 3-year-old of the year last year. That was nationwide. He picked up the Queensland Horse of the Year. Can't wait to see him back. So more than likely, his return date is going to be April 4, and that's a heat of the APG Series, and that final takes place on April 15, which is a Saturday night. So that's the update there on Leap to Fame. This Saturday night, we've got 10 races, and the Trotters are going to take centre stage on Saturday night. 2 feature events, the Jim McNeil Trotting Championship Final. We've had the heats over the past 2 weeks. Good final, and we step up in distance, 2,600 metres the final. Every second counts, looking for a clean sweep. Winning both heats, the only horse to achieve that throughout the series. So can they take it all the way and take the final? Richard Hutchison, Lockie Manselman will team up. It's a remarkable story around this trotter as well. Every second counts. Richard had a mare called Borderline, wasn't really getting on with it, so he said to Jonah Hutchison, who's no relation, let's swap horses. They've swapped horses. They've both enjoyed really good success, so both parties walking away happy. But Richard has a terrific chance of claiming feature race glory here with every second counts. And the other trotting feature on Saturday night, named after a former champion of the past, Our Over and Over. No trotter has won more races at the Creek than Our Over and Over, and the marathon is named in his honour. 3,157 metres they are going to go on Saturday night, so there are a couple of the highlights. We start at 5:15, 10 races in total. Saturday week at Albion Park, we've got the running of the Australian Female Drivers Championship, so we're going to have some of the very best talent available from right around the country competing here at the Creek. Hopefully, Narissa McMullen, the star Queensland driver, will be back in action. She might gain a clearance over the next couple of days, and we'll see her back in action following that horrific fall at Redcliffe on February 25. So all the best for Narissa. Hopefully she gets that clearance, and she'll fly the flag for Queensland in that Female Drivers Championship. Now, we've got plenty of other news. Bathurst on Saturday night. It's their biggest night of the year. It's Gold Crown Finals night. Queensland owners, the Lespinas, Alf and Rosario, they're going to be cheering on wildly for their star filly, Luxa Turner, who goes around as the favourite in the Gold Tiara. Darren McCall is also down there. He's going around in the 3-year-old Consolation with Miss Frou Frou. So good luck to all the Queenslanders competing at Bathurst on Saturday night. Now, just a little bit of an update on a few of our stars here. We know we've got the Hayden, our first slot race in Queensland during the Constellations in July. Cat King Cole, she won't be back in time for the APG Series, but she is going to be back in time for the slot race, the Hayden. So that's good news there with Cat King Cole. Speak the Truth for Team Raboki, Shannon Price, Scott Miller and the crew, probably about 3 weeks away. Captain Shuffles, the Group 1 winner for Ben Crosby, he's only about 3 weeks away, so that's good news there. Unfortunately for Team Raboki, Rise Above All, their very handy 2-year-old from last year, he's got to have more time off. He's had a little bit of a setback, so that's not good news there with him, but it is good news with Speak the Truth. My Alderman Levi, My Alderman Byron, they're both proven Group 1 performers. They're now in the state. My Alderman Levi is now with Matty Elkins, And My Alderman Byron's been sent up from Jared Elchin, so he's looking to go through his grades. He is a very fast horse, so it'll be interesting to see what he can do. And for Real Life, an update on the Group 1 winner. He won the Triad last year. No real rush to get him back because he's got such a busy time in the middle of the year, so he's still at least probably 6 weeks away. He had that one run back and he had all sorts of issues in that one run back. So Trent Dawson's gone back to the drawing board with For Real Life, but he is hopeful that he will be ready for the Hayden race, the slot race during the carnival. So that's an update there. Now, just on some Kiwi horses that have found their way to Queensland. Tim Butt's been busy. He's got Connie's President. He had the filly Born to Right trial on Tuesday. She trialled well. Escobar now joins the stable. Also, Slip the Hundy, it looks like he may have run his final race here in Queensland. A deal from North America is strongly being considered, so I'll update you more on that next week. Gunning, who failed to fire during the recent Jim McNeil, he's changed stables, so it looks like he's going to go to the stables of Shane Graham now. And what about this force of nature that is quickly becoming the most dominant force in Queensland harness racing, Nathan Dawson? 5 winners. His first 5 were on Tuesday. He had a quartet of winners on Wednesday night at Redcliffe. He's got a super book of drives Friday and Saturday night. But he was also in the winner's circle as a trainer on Tuesday because he produced Columbia's DC. This was a maiden trotter brought from Victoria, bought by PSP, the people that bring us all the pictures from Albion Park, Redcliffe and Marburg. And they were able to get success there on Tuesday because I think it was start number 50 or 51, win number 1. So he's a maiden no more. So he's a leading trainer now. Plus, he is the number 1 driver in the country. His lead on James Herbertson in Victoria just continues to grow by the day. So keep following Nathan Dawson because he can win on a broomstick right now. And like I said, he's got a really strong book, as you would expect, Friday and Saturday night. So there is plenty of news going about at the moment. But we've got a great card on Saturday night. The Trotters step up. Saturday week, it's the Australian Female Drivers Championship. So there's a lot to look forward to at the Creek. We'll see you trackside 10 races starting 5:15 Saturday night.